Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Faking Adulthood, where we talk about life, love, and things, and absolutely nothing because we don't know what we're doing. We absolutely have no clue. Today, my co-host is the lovely Tinea Taylor.
Hi, babes.
Hello. This is so excited. I was saying earlier that I felt really nervous.
Why?
About doing this because I was like, she's been doing this. You've been doing presenting for so long. You know how to ask questions. And I feel like I'll be asking a question, you're thinking, I could have thought of a better question.
No, not at all. It does feel weird being on the other side though, because I'm always the interrogator, but now I'm like, oh, I get to answer questions.
It's actually crazy.
Yeah.
You know what else I was thinking about? We've actually known each other for years.
Long time.
We're actually proper online friends.
Online friends.
As in...
And we gist.
We actually gist. Because when I was thinking about you coming on, I was like, I feel like we've never hung out as in gone for dinner, gone for lunch. But our DMs over the years has been gist upon gist upon gist, different life moments. It's actually crazy.
Yeah, guys I fancy, I'll be like, Bria, I saw him on your Instagram story.
Yeah.
You have a lot of male friends.
I do have a lot of male friends.
Are you a nice female friend that shares your men with your girls? Or are you like, oh no, because...
No, because my view, is if it hasn't happened yet, wrap it up.
It's not going to happen.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just feel like it's a little bit selfish.
Yeah.
And a lot of girls do this, actually. They'll be like, you'll be like, oh, what's your friend saying? Oh, no, I don't want to get involved. And it's because they think...
Don't gatekeep because you're holding out for him, hun. He's not moving to you, so it's not going to happen.
If you guys were going to get together, it would have happened by now.
Would have happened by now.
If you guys haven't shagged, you haven't shagged. Wrap it up. No, honestly, wrap it up.
Do you believe in that? Do you believe that you can sleep with a guy and still remain friends? I personally don't. No, see, I don't. I don't
think
really
you
have
can.
more friends. I have one or two.
Really?
And I would never kiss them or do anything. But I feel like if we ever cross that line, you're no longer my friend.
Really?
We've crossed the line.
I feel like you just get over it. Maybe I'm just really delusional. It would just be nothing happened.
You're a delulu babe.
I think so.
And I'm an emotional babe.
Yeah, but I'm actually emotional as well. So you can imagine a combination.
Yeah.
I'm emotional and I can be very delusional.
Pure mix up.
So the mix up, it's not a good combination. But in my delusional mind, I think that you could get with someone and still be friends. Do you know what I mean?
You've seen that person naked. I feel like you just can't go back.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. You've seen. Yeah, you're right. It is a bit techie. It is a bit techie.
Don't sleep with your friends.
Don't sleep with your friends. But I've got a lot of guy friends. I don't know why. People mention this to me a lot and they're all very good looking. They're really handsome.
No, I've seen some of your stories. And
do you know what I mean? And I'm like, my mom actually said to me the other day, she's like, you need to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Enough is enough. She was like, you and your so-called friends. I'm like, Mom, we've been friends for 20 years.
Because mum's looking at it so why aren't you married to one of them? Because come on, Ria.
I literally said to her recently that two of them were single. And then she was all like, okay, so now it's your time. I said, my time for what? She goes, you need to see what's going on. See if there's something there.
Hey.
But we're just very platonic. There's just nothing. We've never, there's never been a moment, But the thing is, in time, you never know.
Yeah.
But that's not a reason for me to gatekeep. Do you know what I mean?
No.
Because I might as well find out first and then not gatekeep as opposed to just in case and then gatekeep someone else's love story.
There's two people you... Oh my God. Am I going to be saying my whole business on this podcast?
Yeah, welcome to the podcast.
There's this is why I don't do it. There's two people that you posted, right, recently. One you post a lot.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I know who you're talking about.
Don't say
I'm not going to say names, but if it's someone I post a lot.
And I'm like, I find him so gorgeous.
Really?
But I don't get that. I can't even speak. He's so cute.
And have you met him before?
Yeah. But at first I thought he was gay. So then I was like, oh. And then I was told he wasn't. And then I was like, oh, okay, he just doesn't fancy me because he follows me. And sometimes I'll reply. Why am I saying all of this? I'll reply to a story because God loves a trier.
Yeah.
Right? And I don't reply in a flirty way because I'm really bad at flirting. But I will be just comment on, oh my God, you've got a new lamp. Because he does interior and then fashion. And then I'm just maybe he just doesn't fancy me back, but he's a very, very attractive man.
And I post him a lot.
You post him quite a bit. And then there's another one that you posted, and you don't post him a lot, but you were somewhere, and he is a beautiful creature, and he follows me on Twitter, but yeah. Anyway.
So I will get the tea afterwards, and then we'll see what we can do. Do you know what I mean?
I was going to say a clue, but I'm not going to say a
Okay,
clue.
you can tell me later.
I'll tell you later.
Because I think the best way to meet someone is definitely like friends of a friend.
People.
Yeah, it's the best way, and that's why.
I have dated a few of my best friends' friends, and it didn't work.
Really?
Because of them, not because of me. I'm great.
Oh, obviously.
But yeah, I'll tell you after.
Okay. Well, we're getting into the tea, but we haven't even done guys, we're really getting into the tea. But you guys know that I need to start the show with a complaint of the day. Like it's crucial. It's crucial. It's the only way that I can function. I need to complain at least once a day. And this is now my favorite segment. I don't know if it's my guest's favorite, but it's mine because I just get to complain. So I'm going to start with my complaint of the day.
Go for it.
So my complaint of the day is basically my issue with iMessage and WhatsApp.
Okay.
They have this new fantastic, well, it's not new. They have this great feature where you can send a message, and after you send the message, you can decide that you've changed your mind and you can now unsend it, right? Fantastic.
You do that on I'm not an iMessage girl, I'm a WhatsApp girl.
You could do it on iMessage as well.
Only my mum iMessages me, that's it.
Yeah, you could do it on iMessage now, and you could do it on WhatsApp. Fantastic feature, right? My problem is, why is it that you have to make an announcement? Yeah? Like, oh, Rita unsent, why?
Don't be telling people.
Like, why can't I just unsend in peace? Because now we've got this issue of, I've sent a message, I've changed my mind, it says I've unsent it, now the person's saying, what did you say?
What did you send?
What did you send?
What did you say? It says, message deleted, like, it's so loud.
Like, can we just relax? Like, we need a bit of quietness, actually, when it comes to this, because I don't want to have to explain. Like, I unsent it, which means I don't want to talk about it, obviously. But now, the person's like, oh, what did you send? And now if someone does it to me, I'm also like, what did you send? And I'm like, oh, did you just confess your love to me and you changed your mind?
That's why you got to say it with your chest, you got to leave it there. Because you're going to have to explain yourself anyway. You can't just unsend in peace and there's nothing there and it disappears.
Yeah, so my complaint of the day is a really short one. It's just essentially, let us unsend our messages in peace.
Absolutely.
Secretly.
Absolutely.
Like a thief in the night. No problems.
Totally agree.
And that is my complaint of the day. Yeah.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Do you know what my complaint of the day
What is your complaint of the day?
You know when you're on a dating app, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And you match or connect, like whatever site you're on, sometimes it's like match and sometimes it says connected with a guy and you're thinking, oh my God, this is it. This is it. And you've connected, which means the energy is reciprocated, right? He likes you, you like him, you think the vibe is going to commence, and then they just don't message you. In my mind, I'm like, am I crazy? Like, am I deluded? Like, did I like nobody's profile? And there's no form of conversation. And I'm like, so what? Have you done a CRB check on me and now you don't want to talk?
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, but this happens a lot.
Yeah.
It happens a lot. And sometimes it's with the most beautiful men.
And you're getting excited because you're like, we connected. You're laying, I'm laying. What's good?
What's happening?
And then they don't say
you
anything.
might get the occasional fanny flutter and nothing. And absolutely
that
nothing.
And that is
human.
Yeah. Because then what do you do? Like, are you now supposed to reach out? Because
Oh,
I feel like I've done enough.
No.
I've done enough. I've already matched you.
I'm not going to talk to you.
Exactly.
I've hit a like button and I'm not doing anything else because I'm old school. You need to court me now.
Exactly.
I want to feel like I am the prize. My mum always says, remember, you are the prize.
You are the prize.
Big up to Mumsy.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm not doing anything else.
It's
You're
actually...
lucky you get a like from me.
I think the insane thing is that guys these days, they want to be courted. They want to be treated like princesses, you know. They have come into this, they've come into this space of like, they know their worth, they think. And because of that, they think that we're supposed to like oblige to that. And now they want us to chase them.
Especially if you like them first. I find that if I like, and then like it doesn't say that we match or whatever, then he has to like me back. Then they're like, go on then. I feel like they're saying, go on then.
Yeah.
You see how much you like me.
Yeah.
But you see me.
Yeah, you're not going to do that.
10 toes down, it's not happening.
I hear it. I'm in two minds though, you know.
You got to go for what you want.
Exactly.
But also, like, if the time has passed, I'm the type of person that's like, you don't really want me.
But sometimes they're shy. My friends hate when I say this. They're like,
no, men aren't shy.
Do you think?
Are men shy?
I feel like men are shy. But then if you already matched him, so he obviously knows that you like him. This is why I don't like apps. Why I like them,
I'm not an app girl. I'm only a one app.
Yeah.
I'm not an apps girl.
Yeah.
I'm not
multiple apps.
I'm not.
Wake up in the morning. Okay.
I'm not
App one,
do you know what? I find
3.
it. I've never met someone like that. Like to get into a relationship. It's always been like through Instagram or a friend of a friend or being out. Like I've never. So it's still kind of new for me in that space. But I have a lot of friends that do the apps.
Yeah, I mean, I
And
think it's
all
good.
Of the apps.
Oh no, not all. I couldn't do all of them.
But do you know what it is?
It's overwhelming.
God loves a trier.
And I believe in this. I believe that, and I feel like when you're on an app, that is your way of putting yourself out there.
Here.
Yeah, and not feeling nervous, because sometimes I used to get like shy and think, 100%. Oh, I'm on an app.
It's weird.
My guy friends are gonna see I'm on the app, but I'm like, but you're here too.
Yeah.
So we're both here.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Like I saw one of my ex-lovers on that app not long ago, actually.
Ex-boyfriends or ex-lovers?
When
you say ex-lover, to me, that gives the connotations of like, is this an X-rated podcast?
I mean, it's not, but I know what you're about to say.
You know what I mean? Like ex-partner, ex-boyfriend is like, oh, sweet, we were in a relationship.
Ex-lover? Yeah, it's a different thing. I combine them. I like to call like my ex-things lovers. Do you know what I mean? I just feel it just has a bit more like, I don't like saying, oh, the guy I used to see, or that. I'm like,
okay,
nah.
so he wasn't a boyfriend.
No, it was just a lover. Yeah. Yeah.
Lover?
Great lover, actually.
Yeah, are we spinning the block? Because apparently it's spinning the block season. I know that a lot of people are just going back.
Yeah, I don't know. No.
No,
I tried.
And was he like, no, the door is closed?
It's bolted. That door was bolted.
I'm sorry.
But you know what though? He wasn't mean.
Your person.
Exactly. And you know what? It wasn't like I say it and it sounds like it was like, it wasn't that, like obviously we're dating, it was cool. I really liked him.
Oh,
I can't lie. I really liked him. This was like a couple years ago. Really liked him. We got on really, really well. Like I just felt like we had a good vibe, felt super comfortable with him. You know, like all the green flags. Do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, this is good. And he just wasn't ready to like take it to a different level. And then
it annoys me. I hate that word.
Yeah,
like, ready.
He just wasn't ready, and it's like, how ready can you even really be?
And don't come and disturb my peace. That could be my other complaint. Like, don't disturb my peace. Like,
don't
and
disturb
also recognize
my
what type
peace.
of woman I am. Like, it annoys me.
Don't disturb my peace.
I like you, but.
And you know what really got to me about that time was, at the time when I met him, all of my walls were down. I had just been in therapy. Okay. I had been in therapy for like about maybe a year at this point.
Yep.
So unpacked all these things that was holding me back, stopping me from being open, asking yourself these questions. Are you emotionally available? All of these things. I was at that point, and then I meet him. So I'm open.
You are so ready.
I'm so ready, so open. I wasn't overthinking. Because if I was overthinking, I would have clocked his tea early. But I wasn't overthinking.
You was living in the moment.
I was literally living in the moment, and it just came at me like boom. I was like, whoa. Was not expecting it at all. And I was like, rah. So I think it was more so the shock of it that made it difficult to process. And it wasn't like a fight or, you know what I'm saying? Like when someone's bad, you can be like, oh, they're a bad guy. So, and that can help you.
Oh, he wasn't a bad guy?
Wasn't a bad guy. It just didn't work. It just didn't work. And you know what? Actually, in actual hindsight, thank God for hindsight, he was right. Okay. You know, I think it was the right thing. I don't think the space that I was in, even though I was in a healed space, the space that I was in wasn't the space that I'm in now. Do you know what I mean? And I just felt like I don't think we would have actually been the best match.
It just wasn't your person, and that's okay.
Yeah, I think, it just wasn't. And he was right. So I like that. Yeah. That makes me feel happy knowing that it was the right thing.
You had fun and he was a lover.
We had a fun time. It was fun.
I'm gonna start using that.
I think lover just sounds so much better.
Not the guy I used to see, like
my lover.
My ex-lover.
I love it.
Oh, I like that.
I like it. I think everyone should use the word lover. I think it just
makes
feels
it sound
more
passionate. Intense.
Do you know what I mean? And
but only use it for guys that like deserve that.
Yeah.
You can't be calling someone an ex-lover that wasn't a lover.
No.
You know
if they, but I just don't. I've just decided to delete the ones that don't count anymore. Like,
what do you mean?
I'm like, why am
Like
I
it didn't happen.
Yeah.
Okay, I
It
hear
didn't
you.
happen. Do you know what I mean? I'm just moving
Erased
on.
from the memory.
Erased from the memory bank.
I hear you.
Do you know what I mean? I think that's that delusional thing kicking in again, you know.
Love it.
Just make my life how I want it. It didn't happen. Yeah. We weren't together.
Yeah.
It wasn't even a thing.
Yeah, I don't know you anymore.
Who are you? What is your name? Because I don't remember, actually. I don't remember who you are. So, yeah, I don't know why. I haven't said that story in ages, actually. But yeah, my
Big up
ex-lover.
to all the ex-lovers out there.
Big up all the ex-lovers out there. See, it sounds so nice, doesn't it?
It's nice though. I like it.
Yeah, see?
You got to say I love it.
So I like to do like flash questions, but we are actually so warmed up. But I'm just going to ask you anyway.
Okay, go.
Flash question number 1. Who's your favourite celebrity that you've interviewed?
Oh, everybody asks me this, and it's different. It's different people for different reasons. Can I only have one?
Yeah.
Really, I've interviewed so, like, my brain is going right now. Do you know what I'm going to say? Ed Sheeran. Ed Sheeran was fun. We spoke about tattoos and that Mike Skinner tattooed him after the interview. We also spoke about the fact that I love The Streets, Has It Come to This. It's one of my favourite songs. Obviously, Mike Skinner, frontman of The Streets. And then he started talking about the tattoos, and I said that I wanted to walk down the aisle to that song, and he was like, "You should do it." And I was like, "My mum would never let me." And he was like, "It's your wedding." And then he spoke about like going out and drinking afterwards, and I just was like, I could, you know, when you could go to the pub with someone, I'm like, I could go to the pub with Ed Sheeran.
I love that. He has that. He feels like he has that
have a
vibe.
great time, and he's got his own bar as well.
That's actually so cool.
Yeah, maybe if I interview him again, I'm gonna be like, "Bar,
What?
are we going?"
Grab a drink?
Yeah.
That's actually fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, oh, that's a tough one. I've had loads of good interviews, just a disclaimer. Ed Sheeran.
Okay, say less. Okay, if you were to have someone play you in a show or like the film of your life,
know.
who would you pick?
Kerry Washington.
Is it?
Absolutely.
I love it.
Do you know what? When I was younger, people said I look like a little Kerry.
No,
But
I
do you
can
know
see
what
that.
I think it is?
Oh my God,
It's
the
from
curly
Save
hair, Save the Last
It's that Kerry. It's that Kerry.
Oh my God.
It's that Kerry with the hair, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And she's gorgeous, so I will absolutely take it.
Yeah.
But no, Kerry, and she just does that mouth thing.
Yeah.
She's intense.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
She give it grit.
Mm.
Yeah, Kerry Washington.
That's a good answer. That is such, and you had that in the bank.
Nah.
Like you've been thinking about your biography. You've been thinking about it. It didn't even take you 10 seconds.
My biography of hopeless lovers in there.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. Do you believe in reincarnation?
In what like?
Like, do you believe that like you've been here before, or like you can come back?
I don't. I believe in God immensely. I believe that people die to make way for other people. I believe that. I've had like family members or close friends have situations where it's like, oh, not to be too deep, but like, oh, my nan passed away, but then my sister had a baby girl. So I believe in kind of like the nan passing to make way for the new niece, and I believe in that. Do I believe I've been here before? I don't know. If I was here before, God, I was fabulous.
Were you fabulous?
I feel like I'm fabulous.
Really?
Yeah.
I think.
Is that arrogant to say?
No, it's not. I love that you feel that. Like,
Do you believe in it?
Do you know what? I think I was here before. Okay. And I reckon like.
Your funny videos with your wigs and that.
No, I reckon I was homeless. Yeah. I think I was homeless.
Get a grip on reality.
Honestly.
You think you was here before and you was a homeless person.
So here's my thing.
Say it again with a straight face.
So I think I was here before. And when I was here, I was homeless. I think I lived on the streets and like had no family, but then I ruled the streets. So I was like one of those street people that like I had like loads of like people would come to me like, oh, what's the tea? Or are we gonna rob this person? Like, what are we gonna do? Like, I think that's who I was. Yeah. Do you know what I mean?
You think you was a homeless person that was the head of the
that
community?
Yeah, like I was like the top
they
dog.
come to you as the top dog to say, who are we robbing today?
Yeah, stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? And do you know what? I came to this conclusion because like, you know, like I think about this stuff. Like, you know, people always like, oh, what's in Vita's mind? And these are the things I think about. Because I'll have experiences And I'm like,
I'm sorry. And I'm not laughing at homeless. I'm not laughing at that. But I'm laughing at the fact that out of anything you could have been in this life.
yeah, I know it sounds really
But
mad.
you were head honcho of the streets.
I really think I was.
Fine.
I really think,
Fine.
I feel like there's like a film about this. Like, you know, I don't know, like the homeless, I don't know. Like, I just feel like I didn't have any family. Do you know what it is?
Right.
When I hear someone, so if I hear my brother on the phone, right? And my brother's like, oh yeah, sorry man, I can't chat man, I'm talking to my sister. You see, when I hear someone say my sister, I just feel so connected. And it feels like I didn't have this before. So now I feel like I'm part of something. When someone's like, my best friend, I'm like, I'm
That's why you're a
someone's
clingy
best friend.
That's why you're a
I
clingy
think
friend.
that's why.
That is why you are a clingy
My dad's like,
friend.
my daughter. I'm like, I'm someone's, like, it just makes me think, oh my God, like I'm someone's daughter.
Is
I'm
there anywhere
someone's
in
sister.
particular that you used to reside? Like, what was your ends? What was, you know?
I don't know. I feel like I might have been an East Londoner.
I get that, you know. I'm not too far
Yeah.
from the East,
I feel
I
like,
get that you've got that East London heart.
yeah. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? And I'm in South now, but I just think I might have been an
On the
East.
end of life.
Yeah, I might have been an East actually.
Hey, you're an East Londoner.
Yeah, I don't know why I have this.
Running the streets of East London.
Yeah, I think that was me from my past life.
Robbing people.
Potentially.
I hear it.
I don't believe in robbery, guys.
Absolutely not.
Don't steal. But
Don't steal.
that was my past life. Yeah.
Wow.
I just, and I don't think I had I think actually I had like this really beautiful love story in the streets as well.
So you had a lover.
I think I had a lover.
You had a lover.
I had a lover in the
in the
streets.
streets.
I did, yeah, in my past
And
life.
you were just running around East London, dipping it and doing it. With your lover. Do you know what? I hear it.
And that was my...
It sounds like your past life on the streets in East London with your lover moving and shaking is better than your life now.
and that's what that's what I
God.
think was happening.
I love being here in this moment because do you know what? I watch so much of your TikToks. I think, where on earth does she get the ideas? And now I feel like I'm in Rita's world. Like I'm in your world.
Welcome
Rita
to my
B's
world. Welcome to my world.
And I love it.
Yeah, thank you
I
for
think I
being
want to
here.
stay here forever.
Yeah. It's a strange world.
Okay.
But I just think about these things. I just, it just crosses my
So
mind.
I was fabulous.
You were fabulous. Yeah.
And you was running the streets of East London.
Who knows? Maybe that's why we vibe. Maybe I wanted to rob you, but I didn't.
Because we got on.
We got on.
And I fed you.
Oh my God, you gave me
Yes.
food. It's getting deeper.
Yeah.
See, this is how great TV shows are made.
Wow.
Moments like this. Moments like this. My new thing, actually, so I used to ask people in general in life, like, oh yeah, what's your favorite album? What's your favorite song? Da da da. Because I feel like it gives like good insight into like who that person is. But recently, I discovered that actually the best way to know someone is actually to know their top 5 TV shows. Like, I just feel like that really tells you who they are. Because recently I did this, and the things that I discovered, I just couldn't believe it.
What are your top 5 first?
Okay. Well, you brought it to me, innit? Just to make sure I was on. You said, actually, what's your top 5?
I want to get to know you even more, right?
Right. My top 5 shows is Breaking Bad.
Mine's in there as well.
Excellent TV. Let me get it. It's on my phone, actually.
Okay, go for your list.
Because, so Breaking Bad.
Do you want me to tell you mine while you hunt for it?
Yeah.
Mine is Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Desperate Housewife, absolutely. Friends, 100%. Scandal, because I back my girl Kerry Washington to the death of me. And, what else do I know of? I love Breaking Bad, I love Scandal, I love Desperate Housewives. There's so many. I love a gangster. Anything gangster, anything Denzel, but he doesn't do TV shows.
Doesn't do TV, yeah. Wish he did, but he doesn't. So you said Breaking Bad, Scandal,
Desperate
Friends.
Housewives.
Desperate Housewives, Friends. And what's your 5th one?
I don't know, but it would be anything like Queen of the South. It would be Narcos. It
Okay.
Would be,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah. You
It would
like
be
good
that.
shows.
I like gritty.
Yeah, you like good
Dramas.
shows. Yeah. I could. Yeah,
Dr. Foster, that would be in there.
that was a good. Yeah, you
was a
like good
one.
show.
We're
Yeah.
never going to get season 3, by the way.
Yeah,
Saran
sad.
Jones said we're never going to get season 3. The
That's
little
so
boy
sad.
ran away off the dual carriageway. I don't know if you've ever seen it.
No, I've
But the
seen
son's
season
gone.
1. Oh.
So is he coming back? Like, we're never going to know now, and I'm furious about it.
Yeah, you've got good taste in shows. Your only questionable one that I think for me is Friends.
No, you need that. I mean, it didn't age well. You know, if I watch Friends now, and some of
Exactly.
the comments and jokes that they made, I'm like, oh, that hasn't aged
Yeah,
well.
but I
It's
watched
my
it.
perfect hangover TV. When I'm like, got a hangover and I just lay on the sofa for 8 hours and do absolutely nothing, I watch Friends.
Yeah, I tried to watch it as an adult. I never watched it growing up.
Oh, I watched it growing up because I had older siblings.
Yeah, so because when you watch it growing up, those are the people who love it. When you try
Yeah.
and watch it fresh
Now.
no.
Okay.
I'm like, no, I
Don't
can't.
get it. Oh, no,
I just don't find it funny. I like the first season.
So funny.
The first season is hilarious.
Okay.
The second season, I was like, okay, this is funny. And then it got repetitive to me. So I didn't finish it, to be honest.
Brilliant, it's brilliant, it's brilliant.
Yeah, I didn't finish it. I was just like, this isn't funny to me.
Okay.
You know?
What are your top 5?
So yeah, Breaking Bad, This Is Us.
How can I forget This Is Us?
This Is Us. It's
Every
one of
Thursday, crying.
the greatest. It will tug on your emotions. It's like one of the greatest TV shows.
Everyone wants a husband like that.
Like,
What was the guy's
honestly,
name again? John? No.
I can't even
Oh
remember.
my God, we're such terrible fans. I swear it
Where?
was John.
It wasn't. I don't think it was
Is it
John. No, John doesn't ring. That doesn't ring a bell.
Oh my God. This Is Us fans are screaming at us.
Yeah, because I cannot
I can
remember.
see his face.
I can see his face. Yeah, I can see his face.
When he went back in that fire.
For the dog,
Oh,
that pissed me off
that
so
damn
much.
Damn dog.
And she wasn't even
Sorry to all
grateful.
the animal lovers out there.
Look,
Because they say a dog is a man's best friend.
I am not going into a fire for a dog. It's not like
Did you have dog as a child?
no.
No, my family we don't do pets.
Even if I did, it's a dog. It's a dog.
No, but a dog is like fat. A dog is like, I've got friends that have dogs and they will say to me, Tinea, I can't come out because if I go out for this amount of hours, who's going to walk my dog?
That I understand,
It's that.
but I'm not.
Who's going to feed the dog?
I'm not gonna die, or nearly die, for a dog.
I'm really sorry for anyone who is currently watching This Is Us and we've just bought it for you.
Oh, sorry. But
tell
that
us in the
happens
comments
early.
The dad's name because
Yeah, but it happens early.
name. That's a
Yeah,
great show.
It's a great show.
Next.
Next one is Curb Your Enthusiasm.
It's not a bit of me. I'm not a Schitt's Creek, Modern Family, Curb Your Enthusiasm, The Office. It's not. I'm a dark girl. I like murder mystery. I like documentaries on, oh my God, I killed all my children. I love that stuff.
You don't like laughter.
Clearly, I've got issues.
You're like, wrap it up. You're like, ain't shit funny.
It's not for me.
You're like, ain't shit funny.
No.
Wow.
It's not. It's just not for me.
Curb Your Enthusiasm, for me, is just one of the funniest shows
Do I need to
I've
give it another
watched.
go? I just feel like I don't.
It's so funny, and it's funny in a way that, like, sometimes I have to take it back to understand why it was so funny to me, because it's so
So
ridiculous.
you're doing rewind while you're watching the episode. See, that was all
Yeah.
just...
Because
no.
it's so funny, and the thing is, like, sometimes you miss it, and you're like, "Why was that so funny?" And
Yeah.
you've got water in your eyes. Like, for me, I love dry humor. I love accidental funny. You know?
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
It's not
That's
a bit
why I
of
don't
me.
like Friends, because I think Friends is too intentional. Like, they're
It's scripted. It's too...
yeah, you know where the joke is gonna come. I like when the joke takes me by surprise.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And the
Yeah.
joke is because of the character, and eventually, because you know the character, you kind of get to know what's gonna get them ticked off, and then that's gonna make it even funnier when it happens. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why Curb Your Enthusiasm. What else? I really like New Girl. I think I like comedy. New Girl, love
Is
it.
that Zoe Deschanel with the fringe?
Yeah, love it. It's so
Never got me.
wow.
Never got me.
Wow.
What are you gaining from my TV choice now about my character?
You like deep things. Yeah, you like things that like get you thinking.
Yes.
You're like, yes.
Yes. That is me. That is me in a nutshell.
Yeah, you like things that get you thinking. Like, you like things that like challenge your thoughts, like, you know, Narcos, Queen of the South. It's like these alternative worlds, and you're like,
And I like people that run the
understanding.
streets, and I think that's why we get on, because in the past life, we used to run the streets of East London.
And I love Narcos.
Oh, I can
think,
imagine you now with a duvet as a fur coat.
Bro,
Do you know what I mean?
like
streets.
running the streets, like, come on, don't let me get me started on this story again. 'Cause I can deeper and deeper in the story. I also like it's not written down, but it's about these Hollywood guys. Entourage. You didn't like it?
I did like 1 or 2 episodes.
It's so good.
Is it good? But is
Suits
it
as
now
well?
you've gathered more about my personality? Would I watch it?
No.
Okay.
No, it's
Is
not a
it
bit of
funny?
you. It's not funny. I think you might enjoy it as like something that what you can watch in the background. I think you could get into it, but I don't think it's like gonna meet your top 5.
But I like Desperate Housewives.
So that's why I'm thinking you might like
Okay,
it.
fine. I might give it another whirl.
You might like it.
But
Because
for
Desperate
me,
Housewives
I
is
need
also
to be
up there.
That's why I like the gritty stuff, because halfway through episode 1, I'm there, I'm hooked,
Yeah.
I'm binging.
Yeah, and Desperate Housewives has that. And so does Scandal, but Scandal's very like Scandal's amazing. It's
House
a great
Get Away
show.
with Murder, that's up there for me as well.
Yeah, I see the kind of shows you like.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah. Because Curb's not a bit of you. No.
I'm not a hee ha ha girl.
Yeah. Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prison Break.
Prison Break is very good.
So much sex.
Yeah, you've got great TV taste. Yeah, okay.
See?
So if you recommend a show to me, I definitely would like hear it.
Yeah, but it probably won't make you laugh. It probably make you
I don't have
cry
to laugh all the
and then
time.
be scared when you go to bed. I do this thing. I watch these documentaries, right?
Oh, you're one of those.
And I
Crime.
like to set the scene. So like mass murder in the 80s, and he comes through women's windows, right? I will watch that and it gets dark and I'm watching it and then I'm like, oh, I'm scared to go to bed because I live alone. No, I'm a little bit,
So why would you do that?
I know, but I like to immerse myself.
Like, why would you do that? Like, murder at nighttime,
No,
climbing through windows.
no,
Nah.
I love a true crime. What can I say?
No,
I like people that run the street. No, that's not running the streets.
That's
insanity.
murder.
That's
It's murder, Tadia. It's murder. There's not much running up the streets. They run in the streets to get their victims.
But I like those documentaries.
I do love a documentary, you know. You know what documentaries I love? I love scamming. Like scamming
Like the Tinder
documentaries.
Swindler one.
Yeah, like
That was
anything
ridiculous.
anything to do with scamming.
Think I'm taking out credit cards for
Yeah.
someone with
I just
penis?
don't know what
Crazy.
what could make me even do that.
Crazy.
I would never do that. But no, I would never do that. You know, there's
If
some
I'm
things.
getting a message from a guy saying these men are after me, I'm not responding because I don't want them to be tracking down my ID to be coming to me because I'm affiliated with you. I will leave you on the. I'm not. One thing with me, maybe this is not a good advertisement because I'm single. I am not ride or die like that.
Let me tell you
will
something.
absolutely
I'm
leave the dust.
riding out. I'm riding out. One thing about me,
I'm ride or die to a certain extent, but
no.
that's
That's my worst nightmare. My worst
ruining your
nightmare.
credit score.
My
for-
worst,
please.
my worst nightmare actually is falling in love with a gangster.
But you used to run the streets.
Telling you the story is the worst thing I could have done. It's the worst thing I could have done. I shared a piece of myself with you, and you are
so
not.
sorry, but I find it so funny that
Like,
you used to run the streets.
I used to run the streets.
And now you're saying you won't be with a gangster.
My worst fear is getting with a gangster, because the thing is, yeah, I am such a lover girl, and I'm a very like charming men. They get me. Do you know what I mean?
Gangsters apparently are child. Have you seen the gangsters in the movies?
Gangsters,
Gangsters.
gangsters are so charming. You see the head boys, the top dogs? Do you think they're top dogs by just talking rough? They sit you down and be like, yes, I'm going to need you to go out and I'm going to need you to go and get that thing for me, yeah? And once you get that thing for me, let me know that it's done. And don't come here until it's done. That is charming.
Yeah.
You're a boss. Like, I'm attractive to men that get things done. Do you know what I mean? So there's like a thin line.
And a protector. You see them
Protector.
streets that you love wandering around in East London, you're protected. You are
Protecting
protected.
a guy that's protective, a guy that gets things done, a guy that's respected.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bruh, that's a recipe for what Rita could potentially fall for. If I know a guy does drugs, does fraud, any of those things, I don't even lock eyes with him, because we're not even gonna connect. Because what's gonna happen next is that we're gonna connect, and suddenly you're telling me to hold something, and it's not holding what I would like to hold. It's holding something that I can go to prison for.
You're going to hold a cup of tea. That's what you can hold.
Like,
Absolutely not.
so I don't even, gangster rappers, all those things there, it's just not a bit of me. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't want to be in a situation where now you're expecting me The police are going to ask me questions. Oh, have you seen so-and-so? And I'm going to say, he is at this place. Can I now go?
And the thing is, if you're not saying that, I watch all these true crime. It's conspiracy to conspiracy to, they're getting you.
And now that gangster guy that loved you, now
He don't love you anymore.
he's going to kill you because now you're a snake. And now your life is short.
Please, this is so traumatic. But it's true.
That's where it goes. That's where it goes. I've seen the end before the beginning, and I ain't trying to go there.
That's why you need to keep dating the lovers.
I love a lover. Do you know what I mean? The sweet guys, you know, they have those same elements.
But do you like a sweet guy? Us girls always say we like a sweet guy, but I promise you there is a sweet guy in your phone right now that you are not texting back.
I do like sweet guys. I like kind guys. You know what? I used to say I like kind guys. I still like kind guys, but the con of being with a kind guy is that he genuinely is kind, and now you have to watch him be kind to everyone.
Which, you know what?
Do you know what I mean?
I'm so glad you've said that.
Yeah.
Because I had an ex that was like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't want to give him too much time. But he was so kind that we would be out and he would, I'm going to give so-and-so a lift, babe. But it's in the opposite direction of where we live. Now we've got to drive around and around because you want to be kind.
Yeah. Kind guys.
I'm kind, but I'm not that kind.
Yeah. Yeah. It's difficult.
Yeah.
It's difficult because they're kind, and that's what I want. I want a guy that's kind.
100%.
But they're kind to everyone, man. They're kind to everyone, and it's sometimes a bit of a headache. It's a bit of a headache, you know? And like sometimes his kindness looks like flirting. Do you know what I mean? Because he's being so kind, and now this babe thinks you like her, and you
she wants
don't.
to come to me as a woman.
But you don't like her. You're just being kind to her, you know?
Yeah.
You're just being kind. And that's the issue with kind men.
I hear you.
It's an issue.
I agree.
And if you're a jealous person, not even if you're jealous, but if you don't like, you know, that's my man.
Oh, I'm a little
jealous.
I'm a little jealous. I think it's healthy though. I think
I'm a little
jealousy in a
jealous.
like a little.
Yeah.
I think if you're not jealous, you don't like your partner.
Yeah, I'm a little jealous.
Yeah.
Like, that's my man. Like,
100%.
you know, I'm saying, oh, he got me lunch, and now you're saying, yeah, he got me lunch too. Stop. Relax.
And then we got to compare the prep meal deal. Like, how much did he spend on you and how much?
Stop. You know, it's a lot.
Yeah.
But I do like him.
A nice guy. You want a nice guy.
Yeah, I don't like arrogant men.
No.
I like confident
And
men.
do you know what? Nice guys used to finish last, but now first place.
First place. But not like self-proclaimed nice
no, just
guys.
be nice.
Yeah.
No, the self-proclaimed ones are not nice.
They're
The
not
self-proclaimed
nice.
ones say that they're nice. They
Oh,
reel you in and they
God.
shit you out. And I promise you, that when they shit you out, not even spit, they
Yeah, diarrhea you out, actually. Like,
they can give a heck.
they take you for a mug and like they punish you. That's what I don't like about self-proclaimed nice guys. They actually punish you. If you do something that they don't like, because they think that they're the prize, they won't let you rest and they don't let it go. Do you know what I mean? And then you find yourself having to constantly prove yourself to them that, no, I am good. I am, like, you don't even realize you're doing it, but they just don't let things go and they punish you for it. Leave me alone.
Get the hell out.
Leave me
Go
alone.
with the gangsters.
Go with the gangsters. Hit the
Get the hell
streets. Yeah, yeah. It's just too much. So yeah, I'm not even a fan.
God
Who
forbid
is
it.
Tinea? Like what are the ingredients that make you who you are?
Oh
Actually,
my God, no one's ever asked me that.
yeah. Because who are you?
Are you Iana Van Zandt or
Like-
something? Like,
You're like, I usually ask this. Yeah.
I don't go to this deep in mine. Mine's like, your album's coming out on the 17th.
Yeah.
Who am I? I am God-fearing woman. I am incredibly ambitious. I am loyal to the core. I'm a Leo. You see Leos, yeah? You see when we love you, we absolutely love you. We will ride or die. Not to, not to that extent.
Yeah.
But we are solid. So I would say I'm solid. Tinea is a daughter, a sister. I pride myself on being a good friend. I've had friendships that have lasted over 20 years. So I must be doing something right. I am emotional. I'm tough, but I don't like the word resilient because I like, please, I want to be in my vulnerable bag. Like, do you know what I mean? Like,
100%.
people, my friends would be like, oh my God, T's tough. And I'm like, yeah, but not anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to take any more shit. So don't come and give me shit, okay? Because, no.
Enough is enough.
Enough is enough. I'm fun. I like a party.
Yeah.
Not all the time. You won't see me at everything, but when I'm out,
You're out.
Drink. I like a vibe.
I like this.
I'm spontaneous.
Yes.
I love to travel. I am the friend that you can message and say, should we quickly do our beefer? I'm absolutely coming with you.
I love it.
And I'm going to book it and I'm going to organize it because I'm organized.
I love it.
And you just send the money to my account, you'll share. I'm that friend. Yeah.
I love this.
Am I a vibe?
You're such a vibe. You are such a vibe. I love it. And I love like what you said about like, you know, like the friendships as well. Cause I feel like we're in a time where like people find it so hard to like maintain like their friendships. Yeah. Right? And I'm just like, when did we get here?
We do that with finding lovers. That's how we're saying it now.
Yeah.
Lovers. We do that when we're trying to find a lover. We do that when we're trying to find a friend. I feel like everyone is fickle. So you meet someone, it's like, yeah. But then you meet another friend and then you start spending more time with that friend. And that's why I say I pride myself on being a friend because I have relationships that have really, really lasted. But you have to nurture them. You have to water them. They're like having a relationship with a man, right? You wouldn't not contact your boyfriend for 2 weeks. Because what the hell is that?
Yeah.
So you have to check in on friends and be there. And I feel like when people are creating these relationships now, it's all about, oh my God, I'm going to be her friend because she's popping on Instagram and she's popping on TikTok. And oh my God, I see you at events, babe, so we should be friends.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you now, the people that you see me at events with are my bona fide friends.
Yeah.
From home or I'm with my management.
Yeah.
And I can pop by and say hi to this person, but you won't see me be doing too much chit chat and kiki because I just know where my friends are. And also I know the difference between a friend and an acquaintance. And I feel like people don't know that.
Yeah.
I feel like they're very much like, oh, that person's my friend. I'll say, no, they work in the industry and I know them.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna have them in my house.
Yeah. And that is actually like the difference.
That's the difference.
Yeah. Would you have them in your house? Like,
do you have them in your house? Do they know my parents' names?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Do they know where they live? No,
yeah.
they're acquaintance. And that's okay.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's the thing. People make friends with someone or with an acquaintance and they feel like they have to call them a friend.
Yeah.
I don't. You're not my friend. You're an acquaintance.
Yeah.
And vice versa. Like there's people that I'm like, oh no, we're not friends. I just know them.
Yeah. And that's completely
And that's
fine. Yeah. I love that. And I love, so it feels like you are very adamant about enough is enough. Like,
can you tell I've had enough?
Yeah. So
can you tell I've been through it?
I can tell that you've been through it. So I'm really curious about.
Raise my body
you're
language.
You're like, let me sit up for this. I'm just really curious, like, what's the defining thing? Because I feel like a lot of us, especially at our age, we're just like locked in about certain things now. So what was there like a defining thing that happened where it just made you feel like, do you know what, actually enough is enough?
Do you know what? It's just like getting older and creating boundaries. And I know everyone hates that word. My boundaries, but it's true. 25-year-old Tinea, I didn't have boundaries.
Yeah.
I was having fun. I was just living, dreaming. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
now I'm like, I know myself. I pray. I journal. I've had therapy. I've done the work. So now the barriers and the boundaries are there. Healthy boundaries.
Yeah.
It's not a negative thing.
Right.
But I am in that space where I'm like,
Yeah.
I know what I want.
What did boundaries look like to you?
It depends who it is. Like, if we're talking in terms of a man, there's non-negotiables for me. I can sense a guy's energy now. I've kissed a lot of frogs, Rita. I've kissed frogs.
Girl, how many frogs? Like how many frogs?
Where is the prince that's going to sprout from the frog?
Like dogs.
Because round they're just ribbit, and I'm done with the ribbit. I'm done.
Tinea, please.
You're ribbiting everywhere. I'm sick of it.
Yeah.
So I think that's where my boundaries come from, where I'm like, I can suss a man's energy, I can suss his vibe, and I'm just a bit, you know?
Yeah, you're like, I'm not gonna take this, actually.
And I don't have boundaries when it comes to my friends, and I'll tell you why. We know each other so well.
That's
like
interesting.
if I message one of my friends and they don't reply for a couple of days, I don't take it personal.
Yeah.
I might do another check-in, like, are you good?
Same.
And it's like, oh yeah, T, I was just, and I'm like, oh yeah, cool.
Yeah, same.
Like, so I don't have that with my friends where I'm like, I need to tell you to not, me and my friends.
We got this. Yeah. What are your views on making new friends? Because it feels like you said, that you've had like old friends that you're locked in with and you guys know each other, and that's what gets the friendship even. You know what I mean? It's like nice and it's comfortable, but obviously you probably go out, you meet different people.
I love making new friends, but they're not called new friends, they're called new acquaintances. There's only a few in the last year that I'm like, oh no, you're my friend.
Okay.
But, and that's not a diss, by the way.
No,
Anyone that knows me,
no.
they're gonna be like, "Ooh, what category do I fall in?" It's just the real.
It's like getting messages.
It's the real of like, I met you at this dinner and we really get on. So we
Yeah.
might go for a lunch and stuff, but am I going to invite you round? No. If my sister's having a birthday party, are you going to be in the friends that she says you've got 5 friends you can invite?
Yeah,
no.
no.
Do you know what I mean? So my friends from home, they always say, like, if I do anything, they'll be like, how many people are coming to Tinea? Like recently when I left my old radio station and I was like, I'm just gonna do small leaving drinks. I was like 40 people there. And they were like, Tinea, if I did leaving drinks, there'll be 10 people.
Yeah.
And so like, and I care about all of these people, but just some are closer than others. And that's okay. Because I know that that's where I fall. I know the people that I'm like, I know their mums, I know their dads, I know their siblings. I'm at the christenings, I'm at the this, the weddings.
Yeah.
And the ones that are like, oh my God, babe, I'd love to have lunch with you. I haven't seen you for a couple of months.
Yeah.
I know where I stand in people's life as well, and I'm not offended. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. And I think that's just so like mature, you know, to like be able to do that.
Now.
Yeah, because I think like because otherwise I just feel like you overextend yourself.
I know. You see me?
You know?
See my house. I will be in my house.
Because it's
I'm
a
not
lot.
doing every event.
It's a lot.
I'm not doing every, can you come? I'll say, oh, sorry, I can't make it.
Yeah.
And also accept that you're not a bad friend if you don't go.
Exactly.
I hate this thing of like, if you're my friend, you'd be there. I'd be there at your birthdays and stuff, but like, there's some things I don't need to be at.
Yeah.
Or there's some things that I don't have the capacity to be at. So be a good friend and understand that.
Yeah, and that should be okay. It shouldn't be a thing like, now I didn't come, now we're fighting.
Don't fight me because
now we've got problems. Yeah.
You know me, you can cancel on me on the day if I'm doing a function and I'm like, don't be silly.
Yeah.
And I genuinely mean that. Because
Yeah.
like what I'm celebrating in my life, you don't have to give a shit about.
Yeah.
You actually don't.
And I'm grateful that you do, but it's like, if something comes up, it's fine.
I have the empathy and the understanding to not beef my friend.
Like,
Don't come to me for that because I'll put you in the box. And you know what? You might not get out. You might not get out.
This is why you definitely have boundaries. You have boundaries when it comes to like your new friendships and your friends, but your friends know you, so they're not going to do that.
My friends know me.
And I love that though, like that feeling when you know that your friends, that feels like love to me.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you feel understood. Like
100%.
my worst thing is feeling like misunderstood.
And I'm not explaining myself as well.
Do you know what I mean? Like I was
So
explaining it like, you know, I don't mind like, especially the new friends, because I've made a lot of new friends recently.
Yeah.
I'll say in the last like 2 years. And one of the biggest things.
You got your little trio, but I feel like, were you friends with them before?
No. So like they're new friends.
Yeah, but I feel like they're your girls.
I love them. I've got a lot of friends. Like I have a lot of friends.
So do I.
To be honest, I do have a lot of friends like in different like
the school
areas.
I've got the uni, I've got the.
Do you know what I mean? So I have a lot of friends, and I don't know how the trio, how we became friends.
I find the trio so fun.
No, it was so
I
fun.
love about your trio with the holidays.
Oh yeah.
I am the meme.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, I'm in bed in the duvet and I'm watching everyone's stories.
Yeah,
because I'm fine at home. Like, leave me there. But I want to watch your antics at Afro Nation.
Yeah, no, we had a time.
I want to see. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like it.
We have a
I feel like you
time.
lot have fun.
No, we have so much fun. We have so many like moments that are like low key moments as well. Like genuine and like so supportive.
Mm-hmm.
So like the level of support is like insane. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like really wanting to see each other win, and like there's no like sense of like competition or this, especially like being the same. It's being in the same industry. It's just pure love, you know, and that's what makes it. That's how we just became friends, because it's honesty. It was just based on honesty. It's not any facade. Like it's just pure. Do you know what I mean? And I'm happy that I opened myself up to make new friends. Do you know what I mean? Because I felt like it was very much just my old friends before, and I wasn't open to meeting new people.
No,
you know, you've had
open.
friendship breakups and stuff like that. So I just wasn't open to it. And then suddenly I opened myself up and I was like, oh my God. And my favorite quote ever is that you have not met all the people who are going to love you yet. And I think that's so beautiful.
Whose quote is that?
I have no idea. I just saw it on like,
I like it.
a meme. You haven't met all of the people who are going to love you yet. And I just think it's beautiful.
Oh my God, that is an Instagram caption.
Right? I just think it's the most and like
you haven't met all the people that are gonna love you.
Yeah, and I just think it's beautiful because 2-3 years ago I didn't know Candy or Uche. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now
you love them.
And they love me. Do you know what I mean? So I haven't met all the people who are gonna love me yet. And now like by God's grace, life is, you know, gonna continue. and you're still going to continue to meet more people who are going to love you. You have not even met them yet. You don't know they exist, and they're going to love you. Do you know what I mean? Then obviously, like, you know, family, and, you know, you're going to get married. You know, if you want kids, you're going to have kids. Do you know what I mean? And your kids' friends, you know what I'm saying? So it's like this whole like world of like, you're going to meet people you don't know who are going to love you. And I just think it's so beautiful.
No, I love that. And I want to make it clear, I'm not like, if I've met you in the last few years, you're like, there's just...
No, I get what you mean.
The term I always use is hierarchy in friendship.
Yeah.
You know the day ones of 20 years, 15 years, 10 years, but you know people that I've got a friend and I met her like 3.5 years ago through work, and that's my girl. I love her.
Yeah.
That's my friend. She's been in my house. Like, do you know what I mean? That's my friend.
Yeah.
But it's just like, it's just how you navigate friendships. That's why I always say there's some people that they know what they are. They're really fun. You get along with them. You vibe. They're more on the acquaintance. Like,
yeah, I know, but what you're saying.
And then there's like the Codees that you cry to and that know your mum's 100%. It's just different. You know?
I think it's important though, and I think
but
that
I love meeting people.
Yeah.
I love meeting new people.
I think it's important. I don't think anything you said is wrong. Like, I actually 100% agree with you, because I think that was my issue. Like, in my 20s, my issue was that everyone had to be everything to me. So even people who should have been acquaintances, I'm thinking they're my friend. So I'm expecting this energy of like this friendship thing, especially like I had a salon. So obviously with the salon.
God, yes, that is how we met. What's
how we met.
Instagram? And it was orange. What was it called?
Yeah, Radiant.
Radiant. Because I think I messaged. Oh my, you were reincarnated. You lived so many lives.
I've lived so many lives.
You've lived so many lives.
Yeah, literally.
I forgot the Radiant days.
Yeah, Radiant.
And I think I was going to come to do my hair at one point, and then I think I was like, oh my God, it's so far. And I think that's where I discovered you.
Maybe.
And then we started talking, and you were like, no, I act as well. And then...
Yeah.
And now... Rita B. I feel like for me, you're in my favorite era of you.
Oh, thank you. That's so
like
nice.
You're so like free and funny and so dumb, and I just
this is my favorite era. I can't lie.
I feel like
it's my favorite.
Like your true self.
Yeah.
I feel like this is like the salon and everything you've done. I feel like this is led to this.
Honestly,
because you're so funny.
Girl, don't make me shy.
No, but you are.
Girl,
like,
thank
I
you.
Enjoy watching.
Thank you.
I enjoy watching you.
Thank you.
The stories you tell, I can't.
Because the life that I've lived. I've lived so many lives. It's actually insane. Like, sometimes I'll remember the salon and I'm like, huh? Like, what business did I have?
No,
like,
and you were young.
I was young. I had a salon at 21.
No. You
21.
were doing independent woman. I'm a boss.
I had about 20 blazers, child. Like, I was that 20-something-year-old in a blazer every day.
I paid my own bills.
Literally, like, it's just insane when I think about that life. But I think for me, I remember that I was I think I was 29, and it dawned on me, like, in my 20s, I did not know what this life was going to be. I had the salon. I didn't know what it was going to be like, right? Mm-hmm. But I do know that it was so stressful. I was waking up every day anxious about something. And I thought to myself, am I about to go into the next decade of my life doing the same thing? Now that I know, am I going to literally go into the next decade doing the same thing? And I thought, no. That day that clicked, I literally walked on the street to my neighbors and I said, who wants to buy the shop?
Wait, what?
Bro. That's exactly how I did it.
Ria.
God's my witness. Literally, I called my dad. I was like, yeah, I don't want this shop anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. He said, thank God. Literally.
They knew. They were waiting for you to say
Waiting for me to just be done with it. And I literally went to my neighbors. I remember I went to both of them. I said, hey.
Do you want to buy my shop?
Do you want to get the shop? I don't want it anymore. Da-da-da-da. Both of them wanted it.
Oh, they did?
Gave it to the one that offered the most money. And that was it. And that was 2019, just before COVID. So imagine. If I had it during COVID, that was God.
Honey, it might go downhill. Let's wrap it up.
Let's wrap it up. Because it was going downhill. Like, once the passion leaves, it's going to go downhill. Do you know what I mean? And so many people are scared to fail. You know, they're trying to save something.
I think it was just part of your life and that chapter's closed.
But like, but do you know what? On another side,
it was everywhere. Like,
it was iconic. But it was like, I think sometimes you can make what you do like become who you are. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And it was such a big part of my life. It would have been really easy to be like, but I'm radiant. Do you know what I mean? I'm radiant. And no, it was a business. And now the business isn't working anymore. So now I'm moving on. So I think the last few years has been about who's Rita. Do you know what I mean? Like discovering that side. And I couldn't really discover it until I went to therapy, literally. Because therapy, I was able to like unpack so many things and unravel. Like when you have a business, you don't even think about yourself. You don't think about how you feel. Like, so imagine the last 10 years of my life had been focused on everyone else but me. And now suddenly she's asking me questions like, how do you feel? I'm like, huh? I don't even know how to access feelings. Like, it was the weirdest thing. Like, what do you mean, how do I feel? I don't know how I feel. She's like, you know how to pretend you're angry, but are you really angry? How does those emotions feel? I'm like, I don't know. Anger, that's scary. I'm not ready for this.
Yeah.
It was really deep. Yeah. But
and
that
now
was,
we're here.
and now we're here.
Do you remember your first ever viral video? I want to see if I remember it, and if I watched it, I probably did.
I think my first viral video might have been the newscaster when I was a news person, I think. And I was copying what they do in the BBC News or something. And like, they talk and then there's like a pause in between and then I just stare at the camera like, and that was, deadpan. Yeah. I think that was it.
Is that the moment that you felt like, oh, this is what I meant to do?
Yeah, it clicked. Because I've always done acting, right? So I never wanted to be on the internet like that because I felt like I'm showing myself as opposed to as an actor, you get a script.
And you're that
so
character.
you can hide behind that. But just putting myself out there like that was like, this is so scary. Like, I don't want to do this. But when everyone else was doing it, I was like, okay, this is the perfect time. But something in me wanted to do it, but I was just scared. Like, I was so scared to do it. But the pandemic was like, okay, cool.
Yeah, because you were at home.
There was an excuse.
It wasn't an excuse. It was the timing. Like, timing's everything. And it was like, let's shut the shop. Let's wrap that up. We're going to be indoors, create content, and everyone's going to fall in love with you.
Thank you. Oh, you're being so sweet, girl.
Am I not a sweet person?
You are really sweet.
Like,
you are really sweet.
do you know what I do? I like to give people their flowers. Because I feel like not enough people do that.
No, but...
And I feel like... And people don't... Or they might say it in their group chat or say it to the friend or
say
it to the person. So I'm like, no, I enjoy your work.
Thank you. And you. Like, you've been...
funny.
You are funny, though.
No, I'm just... cheeky.
Like, we love a bit of cheek though. A little bit of cheek. You are funny and you've been in the game for a while. I feel like when I was following you, you were doing MTV
News. Oh my God.
That's when I remember you from.
That was like 2017, 2016.
That's when I first started following you because I've always liked presenting. And I was like looking at people that one to work with for the salon and two, like, I just liked it. And I guess, like I said, I was so scared to like go into that, you know? And I actually remember like your moments of like MTV and then Kiss FM and all your, you know.
She's still plodding along.
It's not easy.
Huh?
Consistency
is, do you know what? I always say this to anyone. I get loads of DMs. I want to be a presenter. I want to be on TV and all these things. And I say, listen, it's one thing getting a job. It's another thing keeping it. Keeping the job and keeping the fire alive and keeping it going and keeping yourself going when it's like, you see an email and it's like, unfortunately, don't use that word.
Like how many times, please?
Get some new vocabulary.
Please.
Do you know, I don't know who Edith is. I've never met Edith
Look,
in my life.
But whoever.
You know what I mean? Whoever.
Yeah.
But
how do you keep going though? Because obviously like in a job like ours, there is a lot of no's and that's what people don't even deep. Like there are so many no's. There's way more no's than yeses. So like how do you even... I know like I don't know what I do, but how do you like even just decide, all right, cool, it's a no, I'm going to keep going, keep pushing? Like what made you decide to carry on and not just do something else?
Because there was no plan B. I have no plan B. Like genuinely. And I think I am very organized and very cautious and stuff like that. But I'm a dreamer. Yeah. You know, I'm a dreamer. I think out of all my siblings and that, I'm definitely, because of what I do, I'm definitely the dreamer. And I'm fearless. And I'm just like, feel the fear and do it anyway. And I also honed my skills. Like, I'm not someone that's just here because I'm trying to get the clout. I think about my job. I'm 100% in it. Anyone that's worked with me, if they watch this, they'll be like, yes, it is a perfectionist. I'm not the presenter that walks into the radio studio and I'm like, so what am I saying? Oh no, I'm going to tell my producer, so I've come up with this and I've come up with this, and then we're going to do this, and I think we should play that song there, because, which sometimes is really annoying.
No, but it's great though to like be in control.
I'm in it, and I think, I think that's how I keep going, because I love it, and also like, there is no plan B. And I know the life I've wanted to live, and I'm living my dream life like right now.
Wow.
Like I know I'm in my dream.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that makes you keep going. Because
love
when I
that.
first started, there's girls that started with me and they're not here anymore.
And
I mean, they're
that's
alive,
No.
but like,
I know what you mean.
but they're like got
Not
9
in
to
a
5s,
career.
and that's nothing wrong.
No,
with that.
it's hard.
I remember my family being like, okay, so like before I got Kiss, and I was on Rinse FM, big up to Rinse, because they gave me my first ever radio show. I did the breakfast show there, and I had never done radio, and I don't know how they employed me. And I remember my family being like, okay, this is great, but like, because I wasn't making much money, and I was like, always like, Dad, can I have some money? And don't get me wrong, I come from a very working class background, so I don't know where they were even getting that from. My dad might have been on the streets, and I'm joking. So, I can't get over reincarnated Rita. I can't.
Listen, that version of Rita is real lit.
But yeah, no, I just. But yeah, I was on Rinse, and I knew, and I had friends that were like, okay, but you know, what else would you do? Or do you have a time limit of when you're going to make it? And I was like, I'm good, because I knew. And I don't think I've made it. Oh my God, there's so many things I want to do.
Yeah.
But I knew.
Yeah.
I just knew. And also I was like, I've got no plan B, so we're going to make this work.
Yeah.
We're going to make this thing work. And by the grace of God,
It's working.
working.
Yeah. I love that. Honestly, because I feel like people underestimate like the level of strength that takes, like to be able to just be like, I'm going to keep going. And it's scary.
So I don't want my children, my future children, I don't want them to do anything to do with this industry.
But you know what? You know you're going to have one that wants to do it. It's just how it goes.
Because I'm taking all the punches for them right now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That's how I
But there'll be a Nepo baby. So it won't be as hard. And I'm okay
that's
with
what
that.
I mean. No, that's what I mean.
Really?
I'm taking the stress and the
Oh,
punches
so you
and the
want them
no's.
to get some of the punches.
No, I'm saying I'm taking it now for them because they're going to be a Nepo baby, which
Yeah.
I want them to be.
Yeah.
But I don't want them to choose this industry because, like, it's hard.
It's a lot
and
of
you
work.
have to have a lot of heart, and I spent a lot of time crying and not getting this, and then comparison is the thief of joy. So, like, you will go on socials and you'll see your age mate that's got a job, and you like that age mate, and you're friends with that age mate. Like,
Yeah.
you are friends with that person, and you wish them well.
Yeah.
But then you go home and you think, okay, I'm not good enough, or I'm not doing enough. Like, it's hard, so I don't want my children to do what I do.
Yeah. No,
I'm not
it's
saying
tough.
if they pick anything else, it's not hard, but I just think this industry is tough.
No,
and
it's tough.
Fickle.
Yeah.
Okay, you're hot today, you're not tomorrow. You're popping now, you're not next week.
Bruh.
It's
Bruh.
hard.
Yeah.
And I already love my future babies.
Yeah. And you want to protect them.
I just don't want them to have to deal with
Yeah.
what we have like had to deal with.
Yeah. And it is actually really, really tough. And even just what you said, like the idea of like you see your friends doing well and you are so happy for them. And then you have a moment of like, okay, but what am I doing?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's, you know what?
I need to now make an announcement on
Yeah.
Instagram. You know
It's
what I do now?
crazy. What do you
I
do?
go on skyscanner.net and I book a holiday and I go.
Listen.
You know why? Because life is for living.
It's for living.
And I always say this to my friends, like, the closer I get to God, the more I know, not I realize, I know anything that is mine is already mine. Like,
And that's the tea.
It's never going to pass me. It's never going to like, it's not going to go to you.
Exactly, because it's
is
for
meant for
you.
me.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
relax yourself. If you are currently watching this and you are figuring your stuff out, or you feel a bit like, oh, I don't know what I'm doing, book a holiday and go.
Yeah,
I am
honestly.
the queen of book that trip and leave. I will leave.
Honestly.
People message me on my Instagram. They're like, where are you now? I said, don't worry about me.
I've left.
Because I've gone. See you
No,
later.
it's important to have something that you can just do. And if like you don't, because I remember when I was going like through my phase, but I also didn't have any money. Imagine being heartbroken and being broke at the same time. I used to be like, I need to pick a struggle because this is too much.
You were heartbroken over a man and then you had no money.
Bro.
I'm calling that guy for some money. And I'll tell you why.
I couldn't run
Because
away.
I want my insurance back.
Nah,
Like, I want it back. Run me my check for breaking my heart. Because now I can't even get over you and go outside.
I couldn't even run away. But what I've realized is that you just have to switch off.
Yeah.
Switch off. Like, and I don't think it's bad to feel a little, I wouldn't say it's jealousy, but like a kick up the butt if you see like your peers doing something and you're not doing it.
But you go, okay, let me.
You pause and you're like, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what? And just when you mentioned God, they're like, all right, cool. If God can do it for them, he can do it for me. Like, what's
it'll
for
be your
me?
version.
Exactly. So what's for me is going to be for me. So actually, I lose nothing by being happy for my friend. Do you know what I mean? Absolutely nothing. So I'm like, okay, cool. cool.
Yep.
What's for me will be for me. Okay, what do I need to work on? You know, sometimes as well, yeah, like what I've realized for myself is that sometimes I'll be wanting something. Then when I sit and actually look at what I've been doing or what I've been producing, I'm like, Rita, this isn't clicking. Like, you're not actually putting yourself out there in a way for the things that you actually want to do. So like, let's say like with this podcast, for example, like I've always said, I want to talk more. I want to do this more,
It makes so
and I'll
much
talk
sense
on
you
my
doing the
videos,
podcast.
right? But I'm like, I need to have my own thing. Do you know what I mean? And that's going to click. That's going to click for me. That's going to make sense for me. And then now I've done it. Do you know what I mean? Or like I used to say, I want to do more acting. I want people to see my personality more when I had the salon. But you couldn't go on the internet and see my personality. Only my friends knew that, you know, I was funny or whatever. No one else knew.
Yeah, I didn't know then.
And then I'll be complaining that,
You just
no one knows the real me.
Great hair.
Thank you. You're like, great hair. But yeah, I'll be like complaining, like, people don't know the real me. But sis, you don't have even a video of you talking on the internet. Everything is behind the scenes, or you're on panels. And I used to really not enjoy this panel.
Podcast? Did you have, what
I
was
did.
it?
I had a podcast
The
called
Heels.
No, yeah, I was on Heels Off.
Yes, I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that era. Oh, you've lived some lives. Rita.
I've lived a life. I've lived a life. And we gonna keep going. We gonna keep going, okay? We gonna keep going.
Oh,
The life, we're gonna keep living it. Do you know what I mean? Listen, I believe that you can reinvent yourself at any
I
point.
was gonna say you were the queen of reinvention.
No one's gonna. People like to box themselves in, like, and the thing is, no one cares. No one cares. Like, at the end of the day, you remember me from the 70s, but it just clicked for you just now.
No, I totally forgot.
Just
about that
now,
life.
that's where you
life?
remember me from.
Yeah.
And people will be pressed. Oh, I don't want to change this because people know me for this. No one knows you for no.
No.
They don't care. There's so many people who follow me, but they don't remember they follow me because of the salon.
No.
That's because
that's why I followed you.
yeah. But people are gonna take what you give them. So if suddenly you're a skydiver, they're not gonna be thinking, "Oh my god, but
Yeah.
Tinea was a presenter."
Now I'm skydiving.
But now she's
honey.
like a competitive skydiver,
Meet me
winning
in the
competitions
sky.
in the Olympics. That's where she's
Is that
at.
sport?
No, I don't think so. It might be quite dangerous as a sport, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know.
I just wondered.
You're running the marathon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a segue.
That
was smooth. That
Thank you.
was
That was smooth.
smooth.
Yeah, thanks.
I'm running the London Marathon.
Where did it
42K, 3 miles. Oh, I don't know why I'm doing it.
I want to know why you're doing it. So, like, I want to talk me through the thought process.
Do you know what? Every year, I say to my friends, I'm going to do the marathon. And from young, me and my friends would go to the marathon day was a thing for us. We'd go marathon day. We're ready. We're drinking all day. We're cheering people on. It's because the London Marathon, if you've never been, it's so atmospheric. Like, it's so fun. You're cheering on strangers. You're high-fiving people you've never met before just to keep them going. Like, it is an experience, and everyone just goes out afterwards. And every year, like, as I got older, not in my early 20s, I was a binge drinker then. But no, I was a crazy girl.
Okay, we're going to talk about that.
No.
Anyway. She said no.
No. But as I got older, because I'm a fitness, but I love my Pilates. I love going to the gym and yada, yada, yada. But I'm not a runner. And I was like, I'm going to do the marathon. And I got a place. And you see when that email came, congratulations, you are. Usually you want to see congratulations, but I was scared. Because then it was actually happening.
Wow,
I
it's
was like,
real.
and I remember messaging in my sister group chat, and I was like, oh my God, I'm doing the London Marathon. And I was like, I'm actually doing it. And they were like, the marathon. And I was like, the marathon.
So how do you like get into it? So is it not like you just sign, anyone can do it?
No, so you can. I went through like Media Way. There's a group of us that are doing it from KISS. So they're doing it for a different charity. I've left now, so I'm doing it for Norda from Robbins, which is an incredible music therapy charity that helping people, like neuroatypical people, communicate, and they have like therapists that they train and develop in order to like use music to help people with speech and stuff. It's amazing. And music is my first love, and music is power. So I knew I wanted to run for Norda from Robbins. Shout out to them. And yeah, it's just something I've always wanted to do. I have a group chat of like my old mates at KISS because we're all running, and two of them have run it already, and they're doing it again. Don't ask me. I mean, why would you do it again? And there's some of us that are in there that they don't gym, but they're running, and it's great. We've got a good like support group. Doing some smaller races, like 10Ks, and I'm going to do a half marathon before the marathon.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is huge.
But you know what I love?
What do you love?
I'm a runner, babe.
I mean,
You know when you're driving in your car and
you got them people
doing this and it's raining, it's torrential.
Yeah.
But they're going for it.
That's
I'm now
you.
that person.
You're that girl
I ran
now.
in the snow, I ran in the rain, I went on holiday to Dubai, I ran in the sun.
Wow.
I'm that girl. I put on my running shoes. I've got
Wow.
a running belt.
Wow, got a belt.
And I've got the kit.
Wow.
I've got the kit.
Wow.
And so I've got like, my phone goes in it, and then you take these little gels, like Energizer gels, like every 30 minutes when you're running, and you're like, yeah. And I ran in the park the other day in East London, your ends. And there was just so many runners.
Wow.
And I was like, I am a runner.
You know,
And I
that
just like
is
it.
so cool.
I like it. And
Yeah.
I know it's bucket list for me. It's on my bucket list. I'm never, ever, ever, ever doing it again. I'll probably do a couple of half marathons.
Yeah.
Because I think I've got the bug now.
Yeah.
They say you get the bug. So I've got the bug. But yeah, I just can't wait to finish the line. I'm not doing it to time.
You're just doing
That's
it to
the advice
finish.
and I said from the jump, if it takes me 95 hours, it takes me 95. I don't
Yeah.
care.
You just want to finish
I
it.
just want to finish it. I want to raise some money for an incredible charity. And I want to just feel like I've achieved something different.
You know what, Tinea, that is incredible. Honestly, you should be so
I ain't
proud
done
of
it yet.
yourself. Listen, I'm not signing up for no marathon. Do you know what I mean? Like,
you could.
I could. Who knows what the future holds?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Or
But
like a swim meet or a swim. You know what I mean? Are you a
it's
swimmer?
so cool. No.
Okay.
No, I can swim to survive.
Like a little doggy paddle.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, same,
you know,
same.
but I can't really
That's the next thing I want to do.
swim.
I want to do the marathon.
Yeah.
And then I want to take like adult swimming lessons to get really
Have you
good
heard of
in the
Swim
water.
Them?
Yes.
Yeah. So they do the swimming lessons and stuff like that.
I want to do that because I want to just, I go on holidays, right? This is going to sound so bougie.
Go on.
I go on holidays, we get a yacht. Like,
You know, you just want to jump in the ocean.
no, it's like a boat. It's like a, you know. And like, they're all my friends are like jumping off. This is me. Down, life jacket.
Yeah.
Walking down the little
Yep.
ladder to get in the sea. And then I'm like,
Little
no,
float.
I want to be off the top. Bam, bam. So that's my next thing after the marathon. I'm like, I'm tackling swimming and getting really strong, and I want to get fast.
No, babe, I absolutely love this for you. Honestly, like the marathon and the swimming stuff that you want to do.
You're tired, innit?
This is
you tired.
bro, this is big things. Like I've always wanted to be like a runner, but it's more so like in my mind and like more so like that delusion of like me being in a movie. So like when I was like really sad and heartbroken, it just felt like, you know, in the films, every time someone's sad, they go for a run, and then the run, it makes it click, right? It
And
makes
got the headband on.
you know what I'm saying? So
The
they're
wire,
running,
You've got the old school wire
and then
headphones.
do you know what I
yeah.
mean? They're just running, and it's like everything just clicks, and the wind is
They
going.
always run in the movies.
They always run in the movies, and I tried it. You know, I tried it, and you know, I ran for 2 minutes, and then
No,
I
you can
walked
at least
back
do
home.
like a 1K, a kilometer. Like you can run a 1K in like 5 minutes, 6 minutes.
The thing is, by the time I ran from the beginning of my road to the end, I was like, like I just couldn't breathe. Do you know what I mean? I couldn't breathe, and I was like, okay, this
Do you
is
know
it
what? I've
for
got
me.
a challenge for you. I'm going to challenge you to run a kilometer, and I want you to time it. You can get the little night running app. You can get it's Strava. You can get the apps, and I want you to. No, look, you've got Apple Watch on. There, use the watch, and I want you to run 1K. That is your challenge. You don't have to do it by a certain time,
But just finish it.
but just
So when you run, you don't stop, do you?
it depends how long you're running. I can do 10K non-stop, yeah. But I need to be able to do like half a marathon non-stop, and then that's my tactic to like run a half,
Yeah.
which is 21K, in the London Marathon and not stop, and then like stop, toilet break. But like when I say stop, I don't mean like I need to keep my legs moving.
Yeah.
But just have a little breather, and then run
Wow.
the rest.
Wow. That's incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah,
Like, it's incredible.
I haven't got to half a marathon non-stop yet, so
I mean, you're going to get there. Like, you already
I've
said
got about
it.
10 weeks or
you know?
so to go.
Yeah, you've got this. Because you weren't running before.
Nah,
Exactly.
But I'm fit.
Yeah, I mean,
I work out.
I do like, I am a bit of a gym girl, though. I do like that part of life.
Yeah.
Like, I do.
And you're a Pilates babe now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I love? I love that so many girls are Pilates babes. I started
Yeah.
doing Pilates in 2019, and people would message me and be like, "What is that?"
Oh, yeah, I messaged you.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it was far.
But, babe,
It was
we
far.
were doing it before Laurie.
No. I remember
was
you
doing
doing
it
it.
before Laurie.
And I messaged you about it. I remember.
And everyone was like, "What are you doing with your legs? And what are those things?"
Yeah,
And now
yeah.
I see so many girls
Yeah.
doing Pilates babes, and I love it because I've been screaming it, and it's great.
No, I love Pilates, and I started in 2021.
Love that.
And it was just, I just loved it. But then I stopped. So last year I stopped because I felt like I was just doing Pilates, but I wasn't going to the gym. And I feel like
I do it alongside it.
the combo,
It's better. It makes you stronger.
Yeah, so now I'm gonna do the combo because now I like the gym. Like I feel like it's in me. Like before, it used to be every day. Oh, I want to go, but I'm not going. Do you know what I mean? Just laziness. I'm not going. And one day I woke up and I was like, I am not going to let laziness stop my buffness. Like that can't be the reason.
Don't let laziness stop your buff.
No.
Wow.
Because that can't be the reason. Like, if I'm not going to be laying, it has to be something else. It can't be because I can't be bothered. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I can't be looking at women. I'm like, oh, I love her body. I love this. I love that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but
do you know what it is?
She goes to the gym.
Routine.
It's
I
routine.
have a routine.
Discipline.
I do the same thing in a gym on Monday, the same thing on a Tuesday, Pilates every Wednesday, rest day Thursday, leg day Friday, rest Saturday and Sunday. Now it's different because I'm running 3 times a week.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit less weights, but I have a routine and I just treat it like a job. I treat it like this is where I need to be at this day, this time, but this is what I'm doing. That gets you out of bed.
You strict.
No, I like discipline. I like routine. I like
good.
schedule.
Yeah.
So if you wake up and you're like, do I go? I'm like, no, it's Monday and I know it's my cardio day and I'm going.
Wow. See, I love that. I was like that before I went to Nigeria.
Yeah, you were living in that trip.
I was away for a month and I didn't work out. I took all my gym clothes though.
Oh, you didn't work out at all? It's fine, you're on holiday.
That's what I thought.
You're
I was like, I'm on holiday,
you
but...
on holiday with a sexy man.
Okay.
We're going to jizz.
We're getting closer. We're getting closer. Okay. We're getting closer.
Shut up. Next question. Don't you dare.
Who is your... No, I'm joking. I won't. Don't worry. We'll talk about this off camera.
Yeah.
Everyone don't need to know all the tea.
No, we're not doing that.
Do you know what I mean? It's not that kind of pod.
I rarely do these things. It's because I like
I
you.
feel so honoured.
Yeah.
I feel so honoured that you're here and we're
I like to
gisting.
watch everyone else's gist.
Yeah, now it's your gist. I love it.
I'm boring anyway. It's fine.
No, you're not. Not even in the slightest at all. The other thing I was gonna say was like, I think we've already kind of spoken about this though, like the moments that like have like defined us and stuff like that. If you can go back to your 20s though, what would you change?
I would drink less.
Really?
I was a party girl. From like my friends, I'd say from like 15, 18. Drink responsibly. And no, being
No, drink
serious.
responsibly, yeah.
Drink responsibly. And listen, the 20s, I had the best 20s of my life. And when I was, my first holiday, girls' holiday, 18, Ayia Napa, I went that legendary week. 2008, July 23rd to July 30th. If you know, you know. And those that know, they know. We were linking at Club Ice. We were on the peds.
Wow.
Those that know that week of that year, they know. And I partied a lot. And don't get me wrong, I've traveled so much. And I always said, like, I'm ready to have kids because I've lived. Not saying you can't live with kids, but I've had my selfish years.
Yeah.
But I would drink less.
Okay.
Now that I'm like, know more what it does to your body and and I work out a lot more. I've just, like, now I know what I like to drink. Now I'm a mature drinker. There's things I stay away from. Back then,
everything,
anything, everything, cheap,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
You know, so that's one thing. And you don't need it to have fun.
Yeah.
I'm not drinking at the moment because I'm a marathon babe.
Yes.
So I'm like off there and I'm having fun.
Yeah. Ironically, I would have drank more.
You can't, man.
In my 20s.
Oh, really? But you had a business. You were grown.
Exactly.
You were grown before we were grown. Like at 21,
Which is
I was
insane.
just leaving uni, like
insane.
working a retail job.
Yeah.
Like, you had your own business, so
yeah, I would have lived
live
more.
probably as much as
Yeah.
your peers did.
Yeah, so I think if I was to go back, I think I would have lived. I think I would have given myself like more grace. I think I was very strict on myself and strict about the kind of life I should be living and what I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing.
In a briefcase, like, you know what I mean? You was doing that.
Yeah, I was just like very like, you can't do this. Like very scared of like, if I do this, it means I'm gonna ruin my future. Everything was very much ruin my future. Like, you know.
How look at your future now?
Bro, everything I even assumed that I was gonna have, I don't even really have it. Do you know what I mean? But it's not necessarily a bad thing either, you know.
No, it's timing.
But I just wish I just lived in the moment. I felt like I was too obsessed with the future that I didn't like live enough. But then luckily, like, don't get me wrong, like I had some great times. Like I enjoyed my 20s, but I just feel like I could have enjoyed, like I'm upset more so about the judgment I had on myself. Not even what people said about me, like how I viewed myself. Do you know what I mean? It was very like strict and tough and not enough love and not enough grace. You know what I'm saying? Even for my mistakes, like there just wasn't enough cuddles to myself, you know? So I think, in hindsight, that's why like now I'm in my 30s.
The 30s or the 20s just for more money. I say, when like my younger cousins or whatever, they'll be like, I'm 27. I'm like, oh, boo-hoo, shut up.
Leave me alone. Like
seriously.
when they start their nonsense, I'm like, stop it, wrap it up. Guys,
on my nerves.
wrap it up. They're like 25, I'm getting so old. Girl. But then I guess like older people feel like that about us. And you know what? I've been saying to myself recently that's been really comforting me about getting older. Because obviously my birthday's coming up and I usually get a lot of birthday anxiety. I tend to be really sad between December and February because really sad. Yeah, really sad. I start thinking about my life and I don't have what I wanted. All sorts. This year hasn't been like that because I've really decided to be intentional about my life and not like it's not in someone else's hands. That someone's not gonna come save me. Do you know what I mean? This is my life. What makes me happy and focusing on that. But I was thinking a lot about birthday anxiety and getting older and like it gets scarier. The numbers keep going up and it just feels scary sometimes because like, what does it mean? What does it look like? Have I got what I wanted? Whatever. But then I realized that like when I get to my 40s, by God's grace, I'm going to look back and be like, wow, you were so young. Do you know what I mean? Because I look back at my 20s now and I'm like,
babies.
You were so young.
My little sister just turned 26. I'm like, oh my God, you're so young.
You're so
when
young.
I was 26, I thought I was a big woman.
Do you know what I mean?
My mum would call her big woman.
Do you know what I mean?
That's what I thought I was.
Like when we get to our 60s and stuff, we're going to look back and be like, oh my God, we were so young.
And people in their 40s that I know, do you know they live the best lives?
They live
like,
the best lives. Yeah, they live best
your 30s
lives.
or your 20s with more money, your 40s must be even better.
Oh, your 40s must be like just enjoyment and really like stepping into it fully. Do you know what I mean?
Sexy lovers then.
Our sexy lovers.
We've married if that's what we want.
Sexy lovers.
Doing life on a yacht with your sexy man.
Listen.
In your 40s.
Oh, baby. It's going to be beautiful.
You might just leave them with your mum just real quick.
They already know what time it is. They know what time it is.
Just quick vacay.
Yeah, don't play with me. They know what time it is.
With the lover, with the husband.
You know? I just think it's, personally,
I'm excited.
I think it's exciting. And I think getting older is exciting. And for the first time, I don't have birthday anxiety. Like, the day is coming up and I'm just like, okay, it's cool.
Sexy outfit.
I don't know what I'm doing yet. I don't know what I'm going to do yet.
You just need the outfit.
Just need an outfit. Just need to look nice. But I'm also just excited about living, which I'm never, not to say I'm not excited about living, but I'm just always so like anxious. But now I don't feel anxiety. I just feel.
I feel like yes.
I just want to live. I'm thinking of the day and I'm just like, oh, it's fine. It's cool. I'll do something, but I'm not like gagging about it. But I'm just excited to just with the life. And I think that's a great
That's a great space to be in.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. To just be like, life is good,
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at with that. How do you feel about getting older?
I love it.
The same, yeah.
Yeah. There's things I thought at this age I would have, but then I'm like, God's timing, so I'm fine. And I'm going to have it. But I have a really good life. And I'm like happy in my life. I could say I'm generally like happy.
Oh, I love that.
So, yeah. I'm happy to go. Like I said, I'll be on a yacht in my 40s, my sexy man.
Ooh! My sexy lover. So, do you think that you're as adult as you think you are?
You know what? I spotted a grey hair in my eyelash the other day, so maybe. You know what I mean? Maybe. Are you going to test me on that?
Yeah, I spotted a grey hair somewhere once, and that really shocked my life. Yeah. I said, get a wax immediately.
Why did you have to give it away?
I said, wrap this up.
I get
right
laser,
now.
so.
Yeah, I do laser as well now. But when I saw that really pushed me to start living more, actually. Because I said,
I got old pum pum.
Girl! I can't with you. I actually cannot. I'll be trying to say things like, and you're like, yeah, old pum pum. Pum pum old.
I can't.
It's aging. It's
I
aging.
can't stand myself.
Oh, Lord. But are you as adult as you think you are?
I mean, I have a mortgage, and I've had a mortgage for almost 6 years.
Okay,
And
so
that
not
is
you
pretty-
asking. Yeah, these are my questions.
I'm
Tinea.
sorry.
Yeah, it's my show.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, go.
Okay.
Do it again.
Do you have a mortgage?
Yes.
Do you have a will?
Yes.
Do you have life insurance?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a pen in your bag?
Not this bag, but my usual radio work bag, yes.
Okay. Do you have a first aid kit in your house?
I have a first aid kit in my car. Came with my car, so I leave it in my car.
Okay. Do you have your friends' addresses in one place? So you can just randomly send them things or do you have to ask them for their address every time?
No, I don't have it saved, but like I'd go back into WhatsApp and like look at the messages. But I don't have it saved, no. I don't have a binder.
Yeah, I mean, it would be quite adult of you because you know they're your friends. You know their birthdays are coming up.
I know.
You shouldn't have to be searching through your WhatsApp. It should just be in one place, really.
Sorry.
Oh, I mean, you got. I
I was
mean,
doing well, innit?
you're not really as adult as you think you are you? Because actually, that's just something you should do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Noted.
Okay. Do you know how many dreams, on average, a person has in one night?
Do you know what? I have a few. I would say like 3. What is it?
Really?
Oh my God.
Wow. I guess the average person is 3 to 5 dreams a night.
Yeah, do you know why? Because I have, like last night, one time I'm ending up in here, then I'm in a house. And I'm ending up in this house, right? No, I'm being serious. And I ended up in this house, and it was like a shared house. You know, you have a shared house.
Yeah.
But then an ex-lover pulls up in the dream and tries to make but then tries to, I don't know if I can say this.
Tries to get you back.
Yeah, but then in order to try and get me back,
What did he do? What?
I don't know if I can say it. It's a bit sexual.
Give me a clue. I'm curious now. I think
Multiple people, but they were really old. And I was like, what? And I was like, yeah, it'll be fun, but they were really old. And then I ran away, got in my car.
Oh my
And one of his
gosh.
housemates helped me escape, and it was pouring the rain. And then I wound the window down because I saw another girl coming towards me, and I was like, do you need to get in? Are you okay? And then the other girl's going, it's a trick. So then I was able to drive away, and then I woke up, and I was like, what on earth? And you know when you're in a deep sleep that you have the pillow mark on the face? It was so deep. But before that, I was in a club and with another set of people. So that's why I said 3, because I have vivid dreams, and then multiple dreams a night. And that was my dreams last night.
It's those crime shows that you be watching. That's what's done this to you. Because what kind of dream is that? It's so detailed.
And I told one of my best friends, and she was like, not that guy. I was like, get that guy, who I would never give a chance to again, by the way. He was there trying to make me have fun with multiple older people. And I don't understand.
If we have any dream interpreters who are watching this,
yes.
please let us know what this dream
Honestly,
means.
I don't know.
That is a deep dream.
No, I don't understand. But I don't know what the multiple, and I've never done the multiple people. I've never done the multiple.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
I'm a jealous girl. So I'll fight you in the process. So
You're like, matter of fact,
Wrap
this up. Wrap it up. Wrap
I
it
can't believe
up.
I just said that dream. People are gonna think I am. People are gonna think, Tinea, what on earth is your life?
That is the most hilarious.
It's the weirdest dream. And I escaped in the rain.
I'm glad that you escaped.
God, so did I. But I was going to stop because the other girl was coming towards me, and the other girl shouted, it's a trick. So, because I'm trying to learn you back.
Yo, that says so much about your friendship because it means that your friendships, it even extends into your dreams or people trying to protect you.
Yeah.
She said,
and also God is saying, run away from that man again.
Because you considering spinning, would you?
No, not with that
Do you
one.
have any that you would spin?
Yeah.
Really?
Not, I wouldn't take him. Ria, stop asking me my business.
But that's what I'm here to do.
Yeah, there's one.
Okay.
But he's not good. He's not.
Not a good guy.
Do you know what? He's not a bad guy. He's just not good for me. But you know when you have your little kryptonite?
Yeah.
And if I see him on someone's Instagram story,
You're like,
oh, do I text you? But I never do.
yeah.
He is
He's a good man.
Good-looking man, Savannah.
He's a good man.
I don't know if he's a good man, but he's a good-looking man.
I could take it.
And
Yeah.
I always think, stay far away from me. Because I'm like, skirt back. And I he might even have a girlfriend at this point, who knows?
I mean, who knows? These
Good
days,
luck to she and him.
if that is the case. If that is the disclaimer.
Yeah.
Good luck to them.
Them. Yeah.
If that is the case. If it isn't the case, you know.
I'm not texting him.
Okay, fine. you just never know.
No, I'm not.
You just never know.
I'm not.
A new thing that I'm going to bring into the podcast, and like we're rounding down now, but I get random DMs now. Like, I don't know why. Since I started this pod, like people just send me random messages.
Okay.
So I'm like, do you know what? I think I want to have a segment that's just for the community, but I'm not going to do too much because we've been talking.
Oh, sorry.
We've been gisting. No, this is
when you
good.
asked me, I was like, be aware, I can talk.
No, it's good though. We've been getting the tea. It's been amazing, actually. It's been fantastic. So I think I'm just gonna do one, like, because a few people actually, they sent me their dilemmas.
Okay.
I don't really do dilemmas, really.
Okay.
But I feel like this could be a good one for you, considering what we've just been talking about. So I'm just gonna read it, and if you have any advice for this person, it might. You sound stressed already. But guys, this segment is for the community. So, you know, DM me, you know, I'll read it out and we'll talk about it.
Okay.
So I'm only going to do one today because the time is fast spent. But let's see what you have to say about this. So she says, hey, Rita, congratulations on your new pod. Absolutely loving it. Thank you. And I hope to see more of you this year. I adore your content. Very, very sweet. Thank you very much. Right. I'm not sure if you do dilemmas on the pod, but I thought I'll try anyway. So my dilemma is I don't know if I'm a bad friend or not. Please help. I'm going on holiday soon for my birthday, and I don't particularly want one of my close friends to be there. I'm not one of those people that hate mixing different friendship groups. In fact, I love when my friends embrace each other. But this friend in particular, who I love dearly, in brackets, can be a lot. And I find myself avoiding being with her in group settings. I love when it's just two of us, but I notice that when she gets around others, she can be a lot. For example, in brackets, she's pushy by nature and just a main character, which isn't an issue, but it can be annoying in group settings. What would you say to someone like that?
She needs to communicate
Yeah.
to her friend, because she's going to go on socials and she's going to see that everyone's in Hawaii doing up, or in Miami, or in Dubai on a yacht shaking yash, and she's not there.
Yeah.
So I feel like she needs to communicate. Because it's not nice to leave the friend out.
This is it. That's what I was thinking.
But she needs to talk to the friend. But also, is the friend the type of friend that can reciprocate that type of conversation?
And this is
because
it.
If she's not, then you might have to do a sly holiday and just deal with the repercussions at the end of it. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because it's an issue. It's because it's two ways. If you go on holiday without your friend, and this is your close friend,
This is your close friend.
this is a problem, because your friend's going to be like, why wasn't I
Why was I
invited?
invited?
Like,
And the friend should also look at that. If my friends go on holiday and they don't invite me, and I'm a really, really, really close friend and I'm in that group, I'm really self-aware.
yeah, same.
So I'm like, oh, I've done something wrong.
Yeah, and that's worse though, because then you have your friend now having to think, have I done something? There's
Yeah.
something wrong with
She needs to
me.
communicate and then take it from there and act accordingly. If the friend reciprocates that energy well and that conversation well, great. Let her jump on the trip.
Yeah,
If not, then she needs to stay home.
yeah. I think honesty right here is the best policy. You just have to sit your friend down and just say, you know what? I'm going to be real. When it's a lot of us, you do a lot. I can't lie.
I need you to scale it back.
I need to scale it back. And I'm not trying to say I don't like your personality. I personally love you. I adore you. But I feel like with a group of people who have just met you, it can be a lot.
It can be a lot.
So I want this holiday to go smoothly. I don't want any issues. So are you able to do that? Scale it down a bit?
Yeah. Look
Are
at us
you?
being so wholesome.
You know? Do you know what I mean? Can you? If she's
Scale
like,
it
yeah.
back. Talk to the friend, tell her to scale it back.
Yeah.
And if she's a real friend as well, she will want to do that for you so you have the best birthday trip.
Exactly.
Like, it's not about her.
Yeah.
So let's, again, have the conversation, then we're wrapping it up.
Yeah.
Then we're going on skyscanner.net and we're booking flights. And we're leaving.
And that is a tea. I think that was excellent advice. Okay, guys. I guess we are going to wrap it up. It's been such a good episode. Oh my gosh, I need to get you back on. People are like, repeating I don't mind. I will repeat my co-host.
I've told you. I don't tell.
Like, no, I think you've been fine. You've been fine. Guys, thank you. Oh, random thought of the day. Before I wrap it up, guys, I'm going to share my random thought of the day. Okay. My random thought of the day is this. You are not irrelevant, and even your small feelings are super important. The other day, I was chilling and a hair went in my eye, a strand of hair, and I couldn't concentrate. I was like, what is that in my eye? There's something in my eye. There's something in my eye. A strand by itself is absolutely nothing, right? It doesn't do anything. But a strand in your eye is definitely something. You know what? And that made me think, actually, even if it's a small thing, it's still important. Even if you're you feel like you're a small part of someone's life, it's still important. Just like that strand of hair. If it's in your eye, it's important and it's irritating, you need to get it out. And that is my thought of the day. Hope you understand. Yeah.
Love that.
You're smiling so hard. You're like, yeah, I love that. She's like, yeah, I love that. That's my thought of the day, guys. Guys, thank you so much for watching another episode of Faking Adulthood. You guys know the vibes, okay? If you do not like my co-host, don't worry. We have someone else next week. So don't let that be the reason that you don't come back, okay? We've got someone new, okay? We've got someone new. But please share, subscribe, tell a friend. I don't want to be your dirty little secret, okay? Let people know, tell your friends, share with your mom and your dad. Do you know what I mean? And if you're only listening to this on Spotify, jump over to YouTube or watch the visuals. It's very, very beautiful. Tinea is gorgeous and you want to see it, okay? But also, please rate the podcast. Let me know how you think. Let me know how you think. Let me know what you think. And DM me. You never know. Might end up on the show. But yeah, thank you guys. See you next week. Bye.